Welcome back, boys and girls, to So Educative Tutoring Center. My name is Mr. Sofian. Today, we are going to do practice 3 from chapter 1, My Post Maths 1A workbook. If you don't have your workbook in front of you now, please go and get it. You can pause this video while you go and get the book. Okay, so I hope that you have your book in front of you now. So first of all, I'm going to share the screen to show you practice 3. This is practice 3, making number pattern. Now, let's take a look at question 1. Read the question carefully. What is one more? One more. So more, previously we talked about more in practice 2. So more means bigger. So this is one more. It means that we have to add 1 to the number that you see. Okay, so let's take a look at A. So here you can see number 5. So 1 more than 5 here. So you just add 1 plus 1. So this is 6. I'm going to write down the number 6 here because that is the blank for the answer. All right, 1B. What is 1 more than 7? So 1 more plus 1. That means this is 8. So the answer is 8. Now let's take a look at 1C. Why don't you give it a try? And then you can check with my answer later. What is 1 more than 4? 1 more than 4. More than 4. So the answer is 5. I'm going to write down 5 here. All right, good job. So let's move on to number 2. Let's read the question first. What is 1 less? Less means smaller. So we deduct the number by 1. What does it mean, deduct the number by 1? Let's look at example 2A. So here you have the number 7. So to find 1 less than 7, to find 1 less than 7, you just need to take this number 7 minus 1. So the number is 6. So the answer is 6. I'm going to put it here. Okay. So what 1 less means minus 1. Now let's try 2B, shall we? So you can see number 9 here. Number 9. So 1 less than 9. 1 less than 9 is 8. 9 minus 1. 1 less than 9. 9 minus 1 is 8. So the answer here is 8. All right. Now let's try this one. 2C. So you can see this number is, yep, 1. This is number 1. So what is 1 less than 1? 1 less than 1. So we minus 1 here means 1 minus 1. What is 1 minus 1, boys and girls? 0, nothing. That's right. 1 minus 1 is 0. I'm going to put here 0. Okay, excellent. Now, let's clear the screen so we can then move on to number 3. Okay, that's number 3. As usual, we'll start with reading the question carefully. What do they want us to do? They want us to fill in the blank. Okay, here you can see all the blanks are here. We need to fill in the blanks with the right answer. Now let's start with 3A. Let's start with 3A. 3A says 1 more than 1 is, okay, 1 more. Okay, meaning what we have to do is more is plus 1. Okay, so 1 plus 1. I'm gonna get rid of that so that it doesn't stick there. 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, now let's try 1 more than 8. Again, we do plus 1. So the answer is 9. Okay, let's take a look at C now. It says 1 less. 1 less than 7. So what did we learn about less just now? Yes, less means minus. So 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay, 7 minus 1. 7 take away 1. Okay, now 3D. 1 less than 9. So 9 minus 1, or 9 take away 1. 9 take away 1 is 8. All right. So now if you look at E, F, G, and H, don't be confused because they're asking exactly for the same thing. What number is 1 more than 3? So you read from here, 1 more than 3 is what? It's the same as A or B or C or D, which you already did. So let's give it a try. 1 more than 3. Okay? We talk about more means plus. More means plus. So 1 more means plus 1. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Very well. Let's look at F now. 1 more than 6. So 1 more means plus 1. And 6 is 6 plus 1. 6, you already have 6. Plus 1 more becomes 7. All right. Let's try G. Here it says 1 less and 4. Again, what do we do when we see the word less? Minus 1. So 4 minus 1. 4, you already have 4. Take away 1. That will be 3. Okay, look at H. Here it says 1 less than 8. Less means we minus 1, right? 1 less minus 1. 8 minus 1, you already have 8. Take away 1. So what do we have? Correct, 7. 7. Well done. Now, let's look at I. I say 1 more than 9. What do we do when we see more? 1 more plus 1. 9 plus 1. What is 9 plus 1, boys and girls? Yes, 10. 10. 10 is correct. 9 plus 1 is 10. Now, let's look at the next one. 3J. Says here 1 less. 1 less. 1 less means minus 1. So 6 minus 1. 6. And then take away 1. What do you get? 5. Right. 5. Okay. If you need more practice, you can always come back to this question a bit later. Okay? You can always play the video again and again until you understand what you need to do when you see 1 more, 1 less. Okay? So when you see the word 1 more, you just add 1. When you see the word 1 less, you just minus 1. Okay, I'm going to clear the screen and then we can move on to the next question. Question 4. Okay, as usual, let's take a look at the question first and read what does it want us to do. What comes next in each pattern? Okay, so what comes next in each pattern? So here we have 6, 7, 8, 9. What's next? Of course, it is 10. Good job. Right. Now let's look at 4B. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you realize for 4B, the number is going down from big to smaller and even smaller number. Okay, so we are counting backwards. Be very careful. All right, so let's give it a try. 4, 3, 2, 1. What is this? Okay, so 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 0. Okay. Now, let's look at 4C. Read carefully. Here it says 3. Next number is 4. The next number is 5. And then 6. So you see this number is going up. It's going forward. Okay, it's going forward. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. That is 7. Excellent. Now let's take a look at 5. 5 says complete each number pattern. So very similar to number 4. But I can see here there are 2 missing numbers, not 1 anymore. Okay, unlike number 4. Number 5 has 2 missing numbers. But that's okay. It's the same thing. We'll just count it from 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6, 7, and 8. So, as you can see, the number is going up. So it's very easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, next, 5B. Let's take a look. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you feel like a bit confused what's happening here, we can always count backwards from here if you're good with counting backwards. 7, 5, sorry, I made a mistake. Let me fix that again. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes. Okay. Now, let's check again. Okay, we have counted from 7 all the way to 1. Let's count from 1 all the way to 7 to see if these answers are correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess they're correct. 2 and 3. Well done. Good job. Okay, moving on to number 6 now. Oh, it's not number 6. I beg your pardon. It's 5C. 5C. So it's still the same. If I go back to number 5, it says complete each number pattern. So we're completing the pattern here. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, let's look at 5C then. Okay. So we have 3, 4, 5, counting upwards. 6, yes, 7, 8, and 9. Very easy, isn't it, boys and girls? Okay, let's take a look at D now. D, we have 8. It's starting from 8. Okay, so 8, 7, 6, 5, yes, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so if we want to check if our answers are correct, we are counting from here all the way to number 8. So let's start from 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's correct. These answers are correct. Okay? Very good. Now, let's move on to 5E. 5E has 6, 5, 4. Looks like it's going backwards. It's going from big to small. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 0. Yes, 0. Okay. So that's 5E. Now let's look at 5F. 5F. So we're starting with 9, and then we have blank, blank, and then 6, 5, 4, 3. It looks like it's going smaller to the right. If we're moving to the other direction, it's getting bigger. Okay, so we can always count from here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7. And then next is 8. And finally, 9. Okay, so we can always count from the left, or we can count from the right. Whichever that's easier for you, whichever that's more helpful for you. So as long as we get the correct answers. Okay. Clearing out the screen now so that we can move on to these questions. All right. So this is the last page we will be doing today. This is just some additional questions after practice 3. So when we finish this, this is the end of chapter 1. Okay, chapter 1 is about numbers to 10, boys and girls. So let's take a look at the example first. Okay, and as usual, I'm going to always read the question. There are different ways you can show or describe a number. Okay, so here you have 7, number 7, and then you have 1 triangle, 2 triangles, 3 triangles, 4 triangles, 5 triangles, 6 triangles, and 7 triangles. So when you draw 7 triangles, that is also a representation of 7. That also means 7. And this 7 is in word. This is how you write 7 in word. Okay, now let's take a look again. The next one says 7 comes next in the pattern 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's why it is 7 comes next. 7 comes next in this pattern. It says 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 comes next. Okay. All right. We'll do some exercise later here so that you understand. 7 is 1 less than 8. We've done this very similar one before. Remember? 1 less. 1 less means -1. 7 is 1 less than 8. 7 is greater. Greater means bigger. 7 is bigger than 4, correct? Of course, correct, because 7 is after 4. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, 7 is bigger than 4. To the right is bigger. To the left is smaller. Okay. Now, let's take a look at 8 here. Number 8. So, circle 8. So they want you to circle 8 triangles. Circle 8. So, count and circle. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all you have to do because they only want you to circle 8. Not more, not less. Circle 8. B. Write 8 in Word. Do you know how to write 8 in Word? Okay, let's try. Yeah, I'm gonna spell it out. E I G H T 8. That's the word 8. Okay, very good. Next question, fill in the blank. So, what number is 1 less than 9? We see this again and again, 1 less. Remember, what do we do when we see 1 less? That means minus. So 1 less means minus 1. So 9 minus 1. What does it mean, 9 minus 1? You have 9, take away 1, leaving you with, 8. You have 9, you take away 1 from the 9, leaving you with 8. Okay, next. What is 1 more than 7? So what do we do when we see 1 more? 1 more means plus 1. 1 more means plus 1. So 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1. What is 7 plus 1? 8. Correct. Okay, very good. Next, read carefully. 8 is greater. Remember, what's the meaning of greater? Bigger. So 8 is bigger than what? 8 is bigger than? Okay, take a look at this one again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is bigger. Anything to the left is smaller. So 8 is bigger than 7. Or the answer can be 8 is bigger than 6. 8 is bigger than 5. 8 is bigger than 4. 8 is bigger than 3. 8 is also bigger than 2. 8 is bigger than 1. So you have all these numbers to choose from, except 8 here. Okay? So 8 is bigger than all of these numbers. So I'm going to choose just one number. Let's say 3. 8 is greater than 3. Okay? Now, smaller. If you're on the left, means smaller. So 8 is smaller. 8 is smaller. So what comes after 8? Yes, 9 or even 10. Okay, so 8 is now on the left side of 9 and 10. So 8 is smaller than 9. Okay, 8 is also smaller than 10. So you choose. You want to put 9 or 10 here. Okay. Next one. 8 comes next in this pattern. So 8 comes next. So we have to make a pattern where 8 is the next number. Okay. So we can write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 because it comes next. It comes next in this pattern. Okay. Well done, boys and girls. So this is the end of practice 3, chapter 1. So until next time, I'll see you again. Bye.